Hey, this is Stacia and it is endgame day, so we're going to continue in 100 endgames you must know. There are these knight versus pawn endgames that are not easy for me. I think they're kind of complicated. And maybe you just memorize what to do. I'm not sure, but um, we're going to go ahead and do a few of these. So let's start with this one. Knight versus 7th rank pawn. So it's white to play. And almost certainly, I mean, we're definitely playing for a draw, right? There's no way to win. We have no pawn. We just have a knight and a king, which can never checkmate. So we're going to go for a draw here, which means we need to capture this pawn. And what we want to do is use our knight to create fork threats just to capture the pawn, because we are in a lot of danger here, right? That if they queen, then that is going to be losing. So pretty sure that our only move in this position is knight d1. And after knight d1, if they attack my knight, I'll throw in a check. If they come here, I can go back to d1. And if they come back like this, I simply go back. That will be a draw. So after knight d1 and king c2 and check, they could try king c1. But then I'm just going to take the pawn when they queen it. So I guess they could try like this. Yeah, we're just like, we're a little too slippery. We don't even need a fork threat here. So I'm going to go ahead and play knight d1. This seems absolutely right. Okay, good. I'm glad to see that it is. Now we check that king. Alternative. Okay. You know what? I do see another good move here, and that's the move knight f2, because that knight then guards two very important squares. We kind of like block the king out, and they can't push the pawn because we take it. So that king's going to be forced to like go way around, and then we simply just come back to d1 and start the whole thing over. So knight f2. Yeah, look at that. So a really nice pattern to know. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, what did they say about this one though? That's something in bold here. So far we can conclude that if the knight manages to stand in front of the pawn, the position is drawn against any pawn on the 4 central files, even if the pawn has reached the 7th rank. Okay. Yeah, and quite easily, I will say. This is later we will extend and clarify this rule. Yeah. Okay. But that is interesting. So that's theory, that I'm just drilling this into my own mind, that if the pawn's on one of the 4 central files, so the C, D, E, or F files, that if we can get that knight in front, then we just draw easily. So now I know that. Let's do another one. Exercise 10, it says. Oh, this is not in that chapter, I don't think, because there's no knight. So let's go back to our knight versus pawn. Okay. I guess I'll just click this handy little review button here. Let's do that. Okay, this one says the 7th rank rook pawn. So this one is quite interesting. Okay, I do see an idea here. I think what we do here is go knight g3. It guards everything nicely, and should they actually push the pawn, then the king can't come here either because we have knight f1 check. So the knight is well placed here, and if they simply come king e3 right now. I'm slightly concerned about that. So if king e3, I wonder if we bring our king up. They still can't push because of that fork I was talking about. So I think after king e3, we can bring our king up. And if they attack the knight, well, that looks... King g3, king e3. I want to bring the king up, but then they attack us. Do we get in the circuit here? What is this? I don't think so. Like here, check. Here. Okay, well, nonetheless, I think this is right. Okay. They pushed the pawn, but I really want to analyze king e3 after this because I wasn't clear on that one. I'm more clear on this one because I see that we have this fork on king e3, and that means they're just walled off here. And even if they go king d2, we have a fork. So they can't do that one either. So that means they're going to have to go on like some crazy journey to try and like get this knight out. I guess it's not that crazy. But that should give us time to move our king in. And then the question is, can we like wall them off? Get a draw that way. Okay, let's try to calculate it. Because they have to go here, right? Let's say, oh, it's my turn even. So here, king d4. Let's say king c6, king e5. I would go king c5, king f4, knight h1, king d4. That looks good, shouldering. King g... Oh, they can't do that. My knight's there. Oops. Sorry about that. So that means they have to go here. We go here. Here, attacking that knight, king e2, and then there, and then king f1 is stalemate. Now, I don't really see a way for them to wiggle out of that. I mean, our king's just coming up. So I do think this is it. Just making sure. Yep, looks great. Okay, better move the knight. Yeah. Just in time. Oh, it even says that. Just in time. All right. That was a fun one. But I did want to see what to do on that king e3 move. So let's go into the analysis. Knight f1 check, drawn. Okay, I mean, if they go here, knight h2. if they go king g2, knight g4. Oh, so we're on that circuit. That's the point. We're just on the circuit. They attack the knight. We go here because now if they do this, we draw with that move. So they actually can't do that. So they would have to do what? Can't step in front of the pawn. That doesn't help. So let's say this one, then we check. They come back. We go here, threatening the fork again. If they do this, we go here, I think. Yeah, knight f1. Just guard that next square. Wow, there really is no way out of this. Okay, so I just missed it's the knight circuit. It's the knight circuit thing. Okay, I wonder if they say that here. Oh, king e3, and the knight makes it to h2. So apparently that's a rule. Okay, it's some kind of rule that if the knight gets in front of the rook pawn on h2, it's a draw, but okay, whatever. Next one. The 7th rank rook pawn. I don't know any rules, so I'm going to have to just do my best to figure it out. If I don't know it, we learn something. I know I got to stop them from queening. That's the one thing I know for sure. So once again, I like this move, just appeals to me. It's the same pattern, right? But if they go here, though, I don't have any forks. Not yet, at least. And this one looks different. Like if the knight gets to h1 and the king ends up here, I have nowhere to go. I'm trapped, and they're going to win. So it's going to be important to get the king up, I think. Unless I have something. So I like this. Now if here we have check, we're also guarding h1. So they would have to do what? Go here? Racing the king in again. Ooh, I defend the knight. I think that's it. Once I defend that knight, I don't see anything they can do. They can queen, I take it, and that's it. So, okay. I do think that it's this move then. Because we have to stop them. And now I'm in time to guard the knight. Okay, cool. Okay, I think we'll do one last one. This is king and knight checkmate. Ooh, okay. This, you're not supposed to be able to checkmate with the king and a knight, but here black has a pawn. And their pawn is unfortunately going to help them get mated. So clearly we want to make this pawn move forward and then give some kind of mate, probably on b3 is what I'm thinking. Now they have no legal moves except for moving the pawn. So I just want to play like knight c1, knight b3. That should do it. Okay. That one was a nice way to finish, very pleasing. So we'll stop there. Hope you enjoyed these knight and pawn endgames. Of course, my videos are not necessarily instructive. Like this is my actual training, and I'm just taking you guys with me, and hopefully you learned something or had a nice review. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next video. Bye.